Hey, what is good, TGG fans? Today we have another lineup from our favorite German scientist, Killjoy. When you're playing Killjoy, you need to be careful of using your abilities to guard the wrong areas. That is why in this Valorant lineup map guide for Fracture, we have all the best lineups and setups for Killjoy. So make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know down below which of these lineups or exclamation setups is your favorite. First one we're going to be showing you is a post-plant lineup for attacking A site with your Nanoswarm. You want to begin in this small corner at the bottom of the ramp in a drop. Then, turn around and place your crosshair just where we do, which should be at the top left of the building in front of you. If you have aimed correctly when you throw the Nanoswarm, the grenade will bounce off the back wall and under into A hell onto the default plant position. This next lineup is another post-plant lineup, but from the other side of A site. You will need to begin with A door and A rope, just in this corner where the wall changes direction. Aim up into the sky, just above the tallest point of the building behind A site. We aim to roughly the height of the broken hole on the side of the roof above. This is a really cool lineup as it will fly across the whole of A site and land right next to the default plant position. It will also prevent any defenders from dropping down the stairs onto the spike to try and defuse it. Another post-plant lineup is next, but this time if your team has planted in the deep corner on A site. Stand just near A door than you did the previous lineup. You are aiming at the same building as before too, but this time, aim at the front left corner of the top. Move your crosshair slightly higher into the sky until you are roughly in line with the top left corner of the same broken hole in the side of the roof we used before. If you throw the Nanoswarm, you will see it land just in front of the spike planted in the deep corner, and when activated, it will prevent any defenders from getting anywhere near it. The next segment of this Killjoy split lineup guide is the attacking B site lineups. Once again, we have a post-plant lineup for the default plant position with Killjoy's Nanoswarm. You want to begin in B tree, right in the corner by the boxes on the mound. Take a step back and aim for the corner of the leaves above you, where the two tree sections collide. Then take a step forward until you are against the box. This took us a fair few attempts, so make sure to take your time and practice. After lobbing the Nanoswarm, you will be able to detonate it directly on the default plant position, right by the boxes on B site. This next lineup is the first lineup of the video so far that is not a post-plant lineup. You will, however, be using the Nanoswarm grenade yet again. You actually need to begin in A tree by the boxes, the same as last time. You need to aim almost in the same place too. Remember when we took a step back to aim at the corner of the tree segments colliding? Well, aim slightly to the right of that, down the edge of the tree. This time, don't take a step forward and just throw. The Nanoswarm will land behind the green boxes and clear out anyone lurking there. This is a very common spot for defenders to hold. Having two lineups from the same position is great, as you can completely set up for pre and post plant at the same time. For our last attacking lineup of the guide, we will be using Killjoy's Nanoswarm to clear out the cubby on B site. You can use this once gaining control of B arcade from the other side of the map. Stand against the middle of the box in B arcade. Aim towards B site and place the diamond on top of the right-click throw Nanoswarm icon on your HUD at the top of the leaf on the wall. This is quite hard to see, so we just aim the diamond at the corner of the wall in front and place the diamond at the same height as the triangular shape point to the right. The Nanoswarm will clear the whole cubby, which is great if you are pushing from both sides, as they will have to evacuate, meaning a free kill for your allies. This alternatively can be used in a post-plant situation if your team has planted in the cubby. Killjoy is not the only agent you can play on Fracture, much to some people's dismay, we are sure. So we have come up with some brilliant lineup guides, just like this one, for other agents on Fracture. These agents are Viper, Raze, KO, Sova, Phoenix, Brimstone, and Fade. Now we have made it to the defensive side lineups for Killjoy on Fracture, which is where she really excels. As we said at the start of the video, Killjoy's defensive lineups are actually full kit setups, meaning that she places her abilities in certain positions which subsequently prevent enemy pushes. The first of which is for defending A site from A main. Place your turret on the box in A heaven, with your alarm bot just to the left of the entryway to A main from A site. Move to the right side of the entryway and right-click throw your Nanoswarm into the corner on the ledge. Your second Nanoswarm should be placed on the metal floor of the plant site, just behind the alarm bot. No one is getting near A site with this setup. If you are defending A drop, then this next setup is the way to go. Once again, place your turret on the box in A heaven. You then want to place your alarm bot directly below A drop. Your first Nanoswarm should be behind it and to the right. Finally, your second Nanoswarm should be on the metal flooring of the spike site, right in the middle of the left checkpoint to A helm. B site defensive setups are up next, with the first being a setup for defending the B main entrance. We think this is the easiest setup as it will prevent a lot of lower elo pushes. Place your first Nanoswarm to the left of the B site cubby, just above the stairs. Your second Nanoswarm should be just down the stairs and to the left of the entryway to B site from B main. You then need to place your alarm bot at the bottom of the stairs, creating a diagonal line between the three. Lastly, your turret should be placed on the A generator, just above the number 2. If you hear enemies pushing up B main to B site, detonate your Nanoswarms, then peek around the corner for a bunch of free kills. This is incredibly easy to execute, and it means your team can dedicate resources elsewhere. The final setup of the video is one for defending the B site entryway from B arcade. This is great, as a lot of agents can defend B main, but a lot less so can effectively stave off a B arcade attack. Place your turret on the A generator once again, but this time over the number 1. You then will need to move forward toward B arcade and place your first Nanoswarm in the middle of the checkpoint, right on the shadow on the floor. Your second Nanoswarm should actually be placed at the top of the zip wire in B tower, to the right of the entryway. The alarm bot should be finally chucked down, just to the right of this Nanoswarm. This means not only can you defend an A generator push from B arcade, but also prevent enemies from getting into B tower too. Moving over to the final segment of the video, we actually have a bonus section for you. This is a segment with the best places to place Killjoy's ultimate ability, Lockdown. Placing Lockdown in the right place is crucial, as it can win you around every time you have it, so pay close attention. We are back over to A site for the first Lockdown placement, and on the defensive side in a retake situation. Head over to A link and locate the A on the wall by the entryway to A site. Place your Lockdown just to the left of it, in line with the line on the wall. This will push all attackers down into A main or down into A dish, meaning a free defuse for your team if you were quick. You can add in a Nanoswarm by heading back to defender side spawn and stopping on the gray beam on the floor. Aim into the skylight, just away where the metal pole meets the silver roofing. This will land in the back corner on the A site stairs, which is actually a safe spot. The next Lockdown placement is for the attacking side, and especially if you're attacking from A drop. Head up the ramp to A drop and place your Lockdown in the right corner. Similar to the last one, any enemies will be forced into A main, or if they are coming from defender side spawn, they will have to go straight back there, as a link is covered by the Lockdown radius. Now we have the best Lockdown positions for B site, and this one is a defensive retake placement once again. Stand behind A generator, just on the edge where the glass stops and the metal starts. Place the Lockdown, make sure not to place it behind the glass, as it can be wallbanged and destroyed like this. Step back into the corner behind you, equip a Nanoswarm, and aim at B tower. There is a small leaf above the tree in the background. Place your crosshair just above it. If you throw the Nanoswarm, it will land on the top of the stairs going to B tower. This will cover the small corner that the Lockdown doesn't hit in B tower. This final placement for Killjoy's Lockdown is best used if you're attacking. You want to head down into B tunnel, right in the corner before you turn. Place the Lockdown and watch your enemies scatter. The Lockdown will force enemy agents back as far as defender side spawn from B canteen, or even past the other end of the tunnel to B bench. Just make sure your team moves fast though, as you don't have long. So that is all the Killjoy Fracture lineups and setups you will ever need. But if you want more Killjoy lineups or Killjoy setups for other maps, we have guides for those too. These maps are Haven, Icebox, Bind, Ascent, Breeze, and Pearl. Hopefully you came out with a few awesome lineups or setups, and we can't wait to see you stop your games with them. Make sure to send us your clips on the German Scientist. Goodbye for now.